There are two reasons why your tomato plants might be flowering but not producing fruit. The first reason is that those tomato flowers are not being pollinated. They don't necessarily need bees for pollination. They actually only need wind or vibration. So tomato flower has both male and female parts in the same flower. And basically what you're trying to do is vibrate the flower so that the pollen that is up in the top part of the flower falls down into the bottom part of the flower. You can actually see this sometimes when you're tapping it. Let me show you how I pollinate mine. Here is a bunch of flowers, and the only thing I do to get them to pollinate is this. I tap them kind of hard. You can also use an electric toothbrush if that's easier, but for me, just tapping the flowers like this works perfect. The second reason why your flowers might not be pollinating or producing fruit is because it's too hot. Down here in Florida, once we get into temperatures above 85 degrees, most varieties of tomatoes are going to start dropping their flowers. So you'll see the flowers, you'll tap the flowers, you'll see the pollen move, but then all of a sudden the flower just breaks off and falls away. That's because it's so hot and so humid here that pollen doesn't disperse properly and it causes a failed pollination. There's shade cloth that you can use to decrease that from happening, but as you move into the summer months, it's just part of living in Florida, unfortunately. There are some varieties like the Everglade tomato that does tend to continue to pollinate further into the season. The smaller the tomato generally, the better it is at pollinating. So even if you don't like Everglades, you could try other current style tomatoes to try to see if you can get them to grow longer.